G'day guys and welcome back. It's Rosini16 here for your daily dose of Viewers 11 now. I want to apologise firstly, I still am kind of crook, still getting over it, so I am very croaky and I might cut out randomly just in case you are wondering. On to the team. We've got a really nice team sent in to us today, one that's more so based around international rather than clubs or leagues, which is really interesting. Very nice team, very expensive, just for you guys wondering. Neymar worth around 200k, I think I paid for him, 230. Felipe Anderson worth around 95. Jonas worth around 35, and the next expensive is probably Costa worth around 10 to 20k. So it is a fairly expensive team, but hopefully it is going to be worth it. We're rocking with the 3 in the back formation. Not my favorite, as I struggled to defend at the best of times, especially in yesterday's episode. I was struggling to defend, so here's hoping we don't have that trouble today. Otherwise, we are going to get shut all over. Other than that, we've got a couple of sick CDMs and a very nice attacking squad. We'll run through them quickly, just let you guys know who it is. In net, we have got Alves. As you go to the centre-backs, you have got Naldo, Thiago Silva, and Miranda. The 2 centre defensive mids being Ramirez and Gustavo. The centre attacking mid being Felipe Anderson. Left mid, Neymar. Right mid, Costa. Strikers, Jonas and Pato. So, very nice team. Very skillful, which is what I'm looking forward to. Only worry would be Jonas, obviously, as he only is 3-star skill and not very pacey, so we'll see how he goes. But we're going to hop in and do the usual, guys. You know the drill. Not going to explain it, but enjoy the highlight. Alrighty guys, so that is 3 games down. We have gone out and won all 3, which is really, really, really good. Which is probably why you're wondering, why am I here? Well, first of all, we have conceded a lot of goals, but I don't blame the defense for that at all. It's just the formation. I think 3 in the back, I'm not the strongest defender, so of course I'm going to be leaky at the best of times. Although we did only concede in that first game, otherwise that comment is kind of invalid. But other than that, I just wanted to stop here to make a couple of changes, but for the love of God, please don't think it's because I'm faulting this side. I purely am doing changes just because I think Neymar out on this left-hand side for 230k is being wasted. I've seen him a handful of times, and he scored 1 goal. Like, for someone you're going to pay 230k with, you want him to be more involved in the game, and I have got a plan of how to do that, and that does actually mean changing him formation, bloody hell, position, which we'll get there slowly as my Xbox is a bit derpy. So we're going to move him to the left wing, and then we're going to move him to left forward, which I think is on the next page. We'll jump across quickly. Oh my God, am I blind? No, there it is. Okay, so we're going to change him to left forward. So for you guys watching, you probably already know what I'm going to do. I'm going to swap him with Jonas up top, and I know that doesn't work. So what I'm going to do is, unfortunately, I'm going to remove Felipe Anderson for reasons you're about to understand, as there is no other real decent left midfielders for the Brazilian side. I had to go back to his non-inform card to be able to put him in, which does unfortunately mean we lose him in the midfield. His card was really, really good. I didn't want to get rid of him, but in order to put that Neymar up front, I really needed to. But I thought of a good player who would be able to replace him and do a really good job, and that is none other than Felipe Coutinho. An absolutely beast midfielder with some nice skill, nice weak foot, really, really good player. So you do save yourself a heap of money there, and hopefully Neymar gets a bit more of the ball and does something a little bit more, considering you are going to pay a monstrous amount for him. So that is the changes I have made. Hopefully it is for the better, but we're going to jump into the final 2 games and find out whether I'm a dumbass or whether I'm kind of smart. So enjoy the rest of the highlights. Alrighty guys, that does bring the 5 games to a close, and we went out and picked up 2 more wins in the last games. And in the 4th game, I believe, we actually came up against a guy who has won Division 1. We had a really intense game against him and managed to get over him. Second game was a little bit easier. We only won by 1 goal, but I felt pretty hard done by. There was a lot of shots you guys didn't see that should have gone in, and I felt the goals he got were pretty, I felt hard done by the goals he got. But really good side. I only have one thing that I'd change about this whole side, and that is the formation. Having 3 at the back makes you leaky as hell, and as soon as they got around that one defender, you're pretty much screwed. Even though you did have the 2 CDMs, they were never really there enough to help. So personally, in my recommendation, I would go the 4-3-2-1 formation. I'd play Neymar at left forward in left forward position, Costa at right forward in right forward position, and that nice Pato card at striker. And then pretty much the same team throughout, except obviously you'd have Dani Alves and Marcelo, and maybe get rid of Miranda, and you'd get rid of Felipe Anderson. But that's the only other way I could see that team getting any better, and that's only because the defense gets caught out a lot with only 3 in the back. Other than that, there is nothing you can fault this side with. Absolutely phenomenal, and I definitely agree with putting Neymar up at left forward, playing as a striker instead of out at the left mid, because before he played 3 games and got 1 goal. In those 2 games alone, he picked up 4 goals, which is absolutely phenomenal. And considering you're going to be paying 200k for him, you want to get the most from him, and that is by putting him either in a position that has a left winger, a left forward, or playing him as left forward as a striker. And he really did well. Had a really good time with this team, went undefeated, and had a really good few games. Considering how expensive this side is, it is worth getting. It will win you Division 1. Just again, as I said, you just need to tighten up that defense. Or even if you're a good defender yourself and 3 in the back's fine for you, then this team will be perfect. But I definitely recommend even just getting this team to have a bit of a play with, because it's very fun. It's Brazilian, so it's very skillful and agile, and it's a lot of fun. But that does complete today's episode, guys. Thanks very much for coming and watching, and we'll see you later.